On all the releases we've put out in August. From my kitchen wearing a chef's apron, there is a reason. Well, it's more a tenuous link, to be honest. We'll get onto that in just a second. Let me start with the updates we've put out in RMM to improve active issues. So we've made it a lot easier for you to now go to the new active issues workflow, where you can see all the failing checks across devices, by adding a link to the checks tab on the south pane. So when you now select a failing check, you'll see there's a link to active issues, and this will take you over to the new workflow and show you all the failing checks of that particular type across devices and across clients. We've also added the ability for you to add notes when clearing a check through active issues, so you can add a technical note and a client-facing note as we continue to enhance the feature based on the feedback you've been sharing with us. We have patch management updates. There's a new patch management engine, made improvements to how you can use patch management in roles and permissions. So if a user has a usage option enabled for patch management, they'll now be able to use the management workflow to install patches on individual devices. We have new agents. There is a new Windows RC agent. There's a new Mac agent with improvements to the monitoring checks for Mac. And there's a new Linux 2.0.3 agent, again with improvements to monitoring checks for Linux devices. Please check out the Linux agent if you hadn't already, since we've improved it with support for all the latest distributions, a much stronger, better Linux agent compared to the one before. So yeah, please install on your servers for Linux OS and give us your feedback. Okay, now the reason for standing in a chef's apron is that I also want to highlight, I would like to draw your attention to the fact we have an automation cookbook. Hence, it's a library of ready-made scripts for monitoring checks and automated tasks, which you can download from the Success Center. We've over 250 scripts available to you, and they can really expand the monitoring you can do in RMM. So log into success.solarwindsmsp.com, then look for resources in the top menu bar there, drop down to business resources, and there you see the automation cookbook. Click that to expose the full list of all the checks that you can download onto your local drive, and then upload them into RMM on the script manager dialog, which you'll find at the settings drop down menu, and then you can add them as checks and automated tasks. So a great enhancement to all the monitoring capabilities that is being delivered with updates by our technical nerds who maintain and expand the automation cookbook. So please take advantage. Okay, that's our summary, that's our release and update for August. As ever, go over to the status blog for full release posts, screenshots, etc. And with that, look forward to updating you again in a few weeks' time. Thanks.